Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. My name is Nancy, and my channel consists a lot of food reviews, recipes, future hauls, future speed cleaning videos. So you stopped by on a great episode. And for you guys who are my subscribers, mwah, thank you so much for coming back and joining me. So on this episode of my Fancynancy LV, we are actually going to be making delicious beef stew. You guys, we know fall's right around the corner, and what else is here? Football season, yes. So on Sundays, we want to have something yummy that we can eat all day because there's games all day long. And if your guys in your family, or the men in your family, or the females in your family are anything like the men in my family, they watch football from morning to the evening. The only break is when the late game ends, before the 5:30 game begins. So I'm going to take you today and we're going to make my version of all these recipes I've ever watched, and I kind of took a little bit of what I liked and made my own version of beef stew. So like I said, it's just my version. I didn't make up beef stew, but this is how I make it. So I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you stay tuned to the end so you can see what a delicious, hearty bowl of beef stew looks like. And make sure that if you haven't already, please subscribe and like and comment down below. I love to hear from all of you. So without further ado, let's get cooking. Okay guys, so here we go. This is the meat that I'm going to be using. It's beef stew meat. It's 6 pounds and it's Angus beef. That's the cut of beef. So as you can see, this is a lot of meat. I'm using a lot of meat because I'm making for a very large family. So what I'm going to be doing, as you can see, there's chunks of meat inside, but I'm going to cut them because I need them all to be about the same size. And since there's a lot of meat in here, then they're all very different sizes. So I'm going to take them out and I'm going to make sure that I make them all the same size. Now you can use this kind of meat, or you can even use chuck roast. I've used chuck roast and cut it in little cubes, stew meat, whatever. But this is what I picked up, so this is what I'm going to use. As you can see, the pieces are different sizes, so you kind of want to cut them and make it the same size. I also like to trim the little fat off of it, as you can see over there, and clean it up. So once my meat is all cut up, I'm going to go ahead and season the meat. That's what it looks like, all cut up in little bite-sized pieces, pretty much all the same. Okay, so we're going to be using some sea salt, seasoning salt, garlic powder, some chicken bouillon flavoring because I love this stuff, and we're also going to be using that for our broth. So this is onion powder and some pepper. Now the reason I'm using this for my broth, you guys, is because you can use red wine or beef broth or chicken broth, whatever you like, but I love this stuff. I use it for any time I need broth, because actually in the back of the thing actually has directions on how to make chicken broth with the chicken bouillon flavor. You just add water and whatever the direction tells you. 1 teaspoon for every 8 ounces. So I love this stuff. And I don't know if it's a Hispanic thing, but that is what I use anytime that I need to use broth for certain things. Sometimes if I have beef broth, I'll use it, but I really love that stuff. So here we go. Okay, so our meat is already seasoned. Right here, I already seasoned it with everything I told you. The rest of the ingredients are tomato paste, flour. I also have some frozen vegetables. I normally either use green beans or just peas, but this is what I had on hand. So this is the amount that I'm using, and it's gonna be thawed by the time I need it. So that's what it is right now. The green beans and peas and everything that's in there. Okay, so we also have some potatoes, you guys. I've chopped them up, peeled them, and I love a lot of potatoes because my husband is a real potatoes guy. So here's the rest. Carrots, celery, onions. We also have some garlic that I've chopped up. Yes, lots of garlic. I use a lot of garlic. Bay leaves. And this is a mixture of Italian seasoning with dried rosemary and dried thyme. But please feel free to use fresh herbs because, of course, it's going to be better. All right, so we're also going to need our pepper and our salt. You guys already know the other stuff that I showed you that I use for the meat. And here's our 4 cups of our North Suiza bouillon with 4 cups of water. Remember, this is what I'm going to use for my stock. Use what you'd like, but this is what I'm going to use for my stock, okay? So what we're going to do is when it's time, we're going to mix that flavoring into that water, and it's going to be making like a chicken broth for us, okay? So I have a pan here where we're going to be searing our little pieces of meat. Yeah, see right there? I'm going to sear them in batches because we don't want them to steam. We actually want them to caramelize a little bit. So we're going to be doing that. So we're going to do that in batches, however long it takes. You just do that and put it in another dish. And the reason I'm using this is because I do not like the foam to actually be in my beef stew. You see, as you're searing, you see all that foam? I can't. I do not like it in my beef stew. It's just, a lot of people say it's flavor, and I'm sure it is, but I just can't do it. I've tried it, and it just grosses me out. I don't know why, but I gotta do it this way. So here we go. I put all my meat in this dish once I seared it out, and you see how beautiful it looks. That color, that sear, those brown chunks. It looks really yummy already. And that's just all that has done is locked in those seasoning flavors in. Here I've added some oil to the pan, some vegetable oil to my Dutch oven because we're starting in a new pan. Remember I said I discarded the other pan and we're starting new. So in this pan we're going to put all our veggies, our carrot, celery, and onion. We're going to also as well add the potatoes in here as well as the garlic. So what we're looking to do here is we want to saute these vegetables for about 8 to 10 minutes or however long it takes to soften them a little bit. You're going to add some salt and some pepper as well because that's going to go ahead and draw out some of that moisture as well as flavor your veggies because of course we want every layer of the dish flavored. So go ahead and do that and let those veggies saute. Okay, so our vegetables have been sauteing. As you can see, they're a little softer and have developed a little bit of color. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our flour to this mixture because our flour is our thickening agent. So go ahead and add that flour and stir, stir, stir until all that raw flour flavor is cooked out because you don't want that raw flour flavor in there. Raw flour is gross. So go ahead and put that in there and stir, stir, stir. Thank goodness for the hubby because that's a heavy pan and a lot of veggies to stir. So stir, 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 hubby. Okay, so the next ingredients is our tomato paste. Make sure to put all that tomato paste in there, and just like the flour, once you have all your tomato paste inside of your pot, you're gonna stir, stir, stir. This is gonna create a very gummy mixture. Don't panic. Don't be like, oh my gosh, it looks so horrible and gummy. No, don't worry. Once we add our liquid in there, it's all gonna combine and it's gonna be perfect. Trust me, just keep stirring, stirring. Okay, so that's all combined. Now I'm going to be adding my water because that's going to be what I'm going to use for my broth, remember, with the chicken bouillon flavoring. So this is where you would add your wine and let it cook for a minute and reduce. And then you would add your beef stock, or if you're just using chicken stock, chicken broth, or beef stock or beef broth, whatever it is you're using, because it's whatever you want to use, it's you. This is where you would add it. So you're going to go ahead and add it in here, and then you're going to combine all those things together. Okay, once it's combined, like for me, this is where I'm going to be adding my chicken bouillon flavor because mine was water, remember? So yes, I'm just eyeballing it because I'm so used to doing it, but I will have all the measurements for you guys below for the serving size for up to 6 people, so don't worry about that. So yes, I'm adding in my stuff and I'm going to combine everything. So once this mixture is completely combined with your broth, whatever it is you're using, you're going to bring this mixture up to a boil. Then once that's up to a boil, just like this, that's when you'll be adding back the meat. So bring the meat back and add it right back into your pot. Okay, so next up comes our bay leaves, our Italian seasoning, our rosemary, and dried thyme. Of course, if you have fresh herbs, use that. I've used fresh herbs before. I just didn't have any, and it's even better. It's such a beautiful flavor. Okay, so we added just a tad more water because we felt like it just needed just a little bit more water. Because you know, as cooking goes, you will adjust according to what you like. Okay, so go ahead and mix everything up, and now all you're going to do is you're going to put your lid right on your pot hot, and you're gonna put this on low, and you're gonna cook it for 2 hours. You can come back and stir it every so often, but for 2 hours, you're just gonna let it cook on low. So after about an hour, I came to check on it, and this is what it was looking like. So it was at a very good boil. I gave it a nice, really good stir to make sure that we're moving everything around and everything's cooking, and brought it up to a boil again and continued to cook. So after 2 hours, this was what my beef stew looked like, and oh my goodness, it was looking fabulous. And although I did forget to film this part, I did go ahead and add those frozen veggies. Remember those frozen veggies, the green beans and the mixed vegetables I had? I went ahead and added them and let them cook for another 5 minutes. But here you go, you guys. This is what it looked like. This is my recipe of beef stew. I really hope you give it a try because it is so delicious. Believe me, it is comforting food at its finest. So this is what it looks like in the end, and this bowl was way too hot for me to try, so I gave it to the hubby, and this is my bowl. Look at those pieces of carrots and meat and chunk. Oh, super delicious. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.